Guys, this is Agent Mindstorm, and welcome back to another video in which I show you something cool. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Chinese Mythology Mash-Up Pack. I recently bought this, and it came in the latest update, and it was a very interesting mashup pack to say the least, and I'm here to review the texture pack, the skin pack, and the worlds, and the battle map, which is something new that came with this one. So let's get started. First of all, let's look at the UI. So here's the user interface. It's kind of bright, like being all red, and I personally really don't like the hotbar because look, you can barely tell, like if I had my hand off, you can barely tell what's selected in the hotbar. I don't really like that much, but I guess it fits the theme, sort of. I don't know. And something about the world that I would like to say is, this is not one of their best worlds, in my opinion. All of this is my opinion, by the way. Because the thing about this world is it doesn't really feel interconnected. It doesn't feel like it's all part of one big thing. Like, we've got a giant mesa statue here, and then, like, 100 blocks away, we've got a huge city. And then, like, 50 blocks away, we've got a giant dragon. I don't know, it just doesn't feel connected like the other mashup packs, and I feel like the world's really a mishmash of a bunch of things, but that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a mishmash of a bunch of different Chinese things, so it's kind of cool, but the overall effect, I really liked how the Halloween and festive mashup pack gave you a railroad, mine track, whatever it's called. They gave you a little track to ride on, and it brought you to different places around the world. And something I would like to mention is they did a great job on the terraforming. Look at this awesome terraforming thing here. It's kind of like a mini amplified world when you think about it. And so, back to what I was saying about it not feeling so connected, it just doesn't feel like one big piece. Like, we got this mesa thing, which looks pretty realistic, and then we go over to this floating city. It's just, I don't know, they should have, like, something in between it at least. Something I will say about this world, though, that most worlds don't do, is they did build things in the nether. I went and explored the world for about 2 hours in survival mode, and I personally did not find a nether portal, but there might be one somewhere. Maybe I just didn't find it, but they did build stuff in the nether if I can find it, so let me just fly around a little bit. There's like random chests too. So here's some stuff. As you can see, they converted a nether fortress into a sort of Chinese temple. Like, here's a courtyard. There's all this random stuff that, it is cool, but there's no way to get here, first of all. As far as I know, I haven't seen a portal. There might be one somewhere, but I have not personally, after playing for 2 entire hours, found a portal, so it's very hard to find this place, and I don't even know if there's much here. So, basically, I don't really like the world that much. It's definitely a cool world just for exploring, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel as alive as maybe the Halloween world did, or the other worlds. And let's get back to the overworld now so I can show you some other stuff that I do like about the world. And some stuff that I really found creative about the world is they mixed up things that are real and things that aren't real. So like the Great Wall of China, for instance, I think that's around this way. I think this is where, yes, here it is, the Great Wall of China. That's a real thing, but then and then there's this thing, well, I don't know if that's real or not, but then there's, like, giant dragons, which aren't real, and I think it does a pretty good job of making them all seem kind of together, and the texture pack really helps this world. The texture pack seriously helps. I love how the little trees are, like, some of them look like cherry trees, but they're really just birch, and this is probably the most impressive build in the whole world, just saying. Probably the most impressive one. There's lots of detail in this world, but it just doesn't feel as connected as the other ones. That's my verdict on the world. So next, let's go look at the skin pack that comes with this. Let's check out some of the skins from the new skin pack that comes with the mashup pack. So it's the Chinese Mythology skin pack, which is like at the very bottom. It's like way down here. Here it is. And basically, I think this is actually an outstanding skin pack, because most skin packs, like, some of them are not that good. Most of the mashup ones, I didn't think they were really anything special. But this one, like, look at some of these characters. Like, look at this thing. It's like some bull creature. I don't know what these are. I'm sorry if I'm offending any of you people, but I have no idea what these are. Like, this is Lord Hundred Eyes. I mean, look at that awesome custom model. I can't really show you that well, but like that's a model that extends the head. There's like all these cool characters, and a lot of them actually are like seriously weird. Like, look at this guy. They've got, both of these guys have like Golden Horn and Silverhorn, I guess. Like, are they brothers or something? But basically, they've got like unicorn horns or something. I don't know. This is a very unique skin pack, and I think this is definitely one of the best skin packs, because just, let me just scroll through all the skins so you can see them all. Like, this guy is my personal favorite here, the River Demon. Just look at that custom model, and look at how cool it just looks overall. But I also like some of the realistic guys, but most of these, oh, and look at this, you can be like those, long Chinese dragons, you know, like I really don't know anything about China, I'm sorry, but basically, there's like the people who can dress up as a long dragon suit, and it's kind of funny like that. And there's just all these really cool guys that I really do think could be used for something great. These are really good skins. Let me just switch skins again. So, like, look at this weird, I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it's a cool skin. And does it fit into Minecraft? Definitely. All these skins are nice, and they definitely are cool. I like all of these skins. There's no other way to say it. I seriously think this is probably one of the best skin packs to ever come to the Xbox version of the game. So, yeah, now that we've checked out the skin pack and the world, let's check out the texture pack. So yeah, switching over to the texture pack now. Now I'm in a different world where I've placed down what I'm pretty sure is every single different block in the game. I'm reasonably sure that this is every block in the game. And so now I can show you the texture pack, and there are some interesting things I find about this texture pack. First of all, they changed the base texture of banners. They added like a little rim around the outside, which I personally do not like, because that screws up some banner designs, and custom banners really just won't look good because they've got this weird squiggly line around the outside of the banner. I don't know, banners are not supposed to have textures on them. They're just supposed to be a blank canvas for you to put whatever you want on them, and these banners in this texture pack have stuff on them, which isn't good. Now, something I like about this texture pack is it's a pretty good survival texture pack. You can tell what all the tools are, unlike in some texture packs. Like, you can obviously tell this is an axe, this is a pickaxe, and this is a sword. You would know that if I showed that to you. And so that's really nice. This texture pack would work great for survival, and most of the blocks aren't really that different. Like, this is still red sandstone. It's pretty close to the original. There's just a few things that I really don't like. First of all, wool is completely ruined. All pixel art things, this is wool, I'm pretty sure. This is all wool here. You would have no idea that this stuff is wool. Like, look at the red wool. Look at the pink wool. Look at the blue wool's pretty close, but look at the pink wool. This is obviously not pink wool, so this texture pack, and it doesn't even connect. Like, these textures don't even connect properly. Look at how weird that looks. But, yeah, basically, definitely not the best texture pack, because it messes up some pixel arts, and it messes up banners, too. But then again, it's good for survival as long as you don't build pixel arts, because you can tell what all the stuff is. I mean, you can't really tell that this is leather armor. I'd think that was, like, gold if you showed it to me. But now let's get into some of the weirder things, like the mobs. So I personally, from playing in the Chinese Mash-Up world, ran into an Enderman, and I was amazed by how cool it was. Look at the... Okay, let's set it to night. There we go. Look at the Enderman. It's floating. And it also looks like it came out of some spirit realm, because it's like got glowing... I don't know how to describe that. It just looks like glowing blue. But the best part is the Endermen are literally floating. Look at how cool that looks. Like, that is really, really cool. I personally really like the Enderman. And most of the stuff you can pretty much tell what it is. Like, that's a creeper. Let's see what some of the other mobs are. There's, like, Blaze. Here it is. Kind of... You can still tell it's a Blaze. It just looks kind of strange. Mushroom is literally just a cow with mushrooms on it. Normal cow... So most of the mobs really just look like their normal counterpart, and now villagers are always some of the most interesting things to see. because some villagers can look really good and some look really bad. So here's some villagers. This texture pack actually really does do the villagers well. As you can see, they really, they don't look like they were forced to put on a costume. These actually look sort of like they're people and not villagers in costumes, if you know what I mean. These are really good villagers, because some texture packs just make like the Halloween texture pack. That's literally an example of what I'm talking about, with them in costumes. And also, let's see what the Guardians are. I've never seen the Guardians, so this is interesting here. The Guardians are just, yeah, so most of the mobs are pretty much the same. Villagers look great. Endermen are awesome in this texture pack because they're floating. And most of the blocks are pretty close to what they originally are, other than the wool and the banners, which I personally don't like. So here's some other interesting things, like here's the end portal frame with the ender eye in it. You can see all the different heads are here, and the Steve heads is the exact same. Just little things like that. You can see, I think this is definitely not a bad texture pack. It's not a horrible texture pack. It's not their best texture pack they've ever made, but it's very far from being a bad texture pack. So, overall, so far, the Chinese Mythology Mash-Up Pack is pretty cool, but there is one more thing to consider, which is actually the battle map that comes with it, and that's what adds the extra $1 onto the price, I guess. So yeah, let's see the battle arena now. So here we are in the new battle map called Valley, and basically, ignore the bubbles in my face, because those bubbles do get a little annoying, like, after a while, but basically, here's the new battle map called Valley, and I think this is the coolest battle map so far. And the reason for that is because there's just so many unique things with this map, and so many basic things that are used to do awesome stuff, that it really does combine into something really cool. So basically, first off, there's custom music, if you listen. There's special music just for the battle map, and I got some food so I won't starve to death. But basically, one of the special things about this map is that there's buttons on the dragon's heads, and look at this. You can shoot fire at the other dragon and burn them down. I mean, it doesn't actually burn, it just stays on fire forever, but seriously, that is cool. And there's some other things, like there's perfectly placed slime blocks, so you can do something like, well, obviously I failed right there, but you can do some cool things, like if you land there, you can bounce right up here. And this gate seems to be broken, like I can't open it, but ignore that for now. And there's some other weird thing, there's other cool stuff with this map too, and I'm on the small version because there's only one other person in the game, but basically, this is the map, Valley. It's probably the biggest battle map too, which I really do like. It's open, it's bright, and it's big. Because most of the battle maps are pretty small, actually, and this is a nice difference. Plus, the Chinese Mythology texture pack is great for this. It fits it perfectly, really, and the music just combines into something way better than any normal battle mode arena. And yeah, so there's just some, and they also use path blocks and some new blocks here. And this really is just a great battle map because it's all interconnected. Everything has a way to, there's never dead ends. There's always more ways to go, more paths to find, secret chests everywhere. And, like, there's so much detail in these houses, it really doesn't feel like something they just threw together. It feels like they put a lot of thought and effort into this battle map. So this is probably, if you don't care for any of the other features, but you do like battle, still get this. This is awesome. This battle map is definitely the best one, in my opinion, but I think you'll agree. And once again, perfectly placed slime blocks to do awesome things like that. And the whole, like, look at all around here. There's just so much detail and so much so many simple things. Like these tiny little bridges. And they all make a great battle map. And when you're actually playing competitively, I've fallen to my death a lot of times on this map. This map has some pretty deadly falls, but other than that, this is the most amazing battle map. And I hope you will get the Chinese Mythology Mash-Up, even just for this battle map. Even just for this. But yeah, guys, that's really all for today. I am going to starve, so let's hope there's something in the center chests here. Oh yes, lots of food. Lots and lots of food. So, basically, guys, that's all I want to say. In my opinion, the Chinese Mythology Mash-Up Pack is worth it because the battle map and the skin pack are great and the texture pack is good. The world's not the best, but of course it's still fun to try to find all 12 music discs. And so yeah, this is probably an 8 out of 10 mashup pack, and the battle map seriously boosts that. Like, that's 2 whole points just from the battle map alone. And yeah, this is great, guys. This mashup pack, they've really done well on it, and it is $5 though, so if you don't have the money, don't worry, but if you've got the money, this is worth it. Thank you guys for watching, and I do want to tell you all, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.